Welcome to the Duck Dive. Today we're exploring a really interesting track you shared with us, listener. It's R.E.D. by the Halluci Nation, featuring Yasiin Bey, Narcy, and Black Bear.
Yeah, powerful stuff. And, our source material today isn't a text or an article. It's the lyrics themselves, which is kind of cool.
Totally. It's direct commentary through art. So our
Mhm.
goal here is to, well, dig into those lyrics, move past just the sound, and really try to understand the message they're putting out there.
Exactly. Trying to grasp what the artists are saying about history, identity, all that woven into the poetry of the song.
Okay, let's jump in. It starts strong. We are the Halo Nation. Our DNA is of earth and sky. Wow, that phrase, Halo Nation, what's that evoking straight away?
It feels foundational, doesn't it? Immediately grounding things in something elemental, earth and sky. It's vast. Like a statement about inherent connection, maybe spiritual.
Yeah, like belonging to the planet itself, not just a bordered country, an origin point.
Mhm. An origin point that maybe predates or exists outside of modern labels. That's a
Yeah.
specific tone.
But then, like right after that grounding, you get this contrast. Bish living by the G, what the fleek though? Or don't ask him, do he know what, I forgot. It's better than whatever they remember. That's quite a juxtaposition.
It really is. You've got this ancient, earthy feel, and then suddenly, very contemporary slang, what the fleek. It feels like a comment on the present moment, maybe.
Like a clash between fleeting trends and something older, maybe forgotten wisdom. Well, I forgot it's better.
Exactly. Perhaps a critique of modern culture being kind of superficial,
Yeah.
disconnected from deeper knowledge or history. That's one way to read it.
The language gets really metaphorical then. Lines like, uh, daylight lightning and the thunder sun, moon stars and the hunger abundance and bundles blessings and troubles, towers and tunnels. It's almost a flood of images.
It is a real torrent. Opposites crashing together, abundance and hunger, blessings and troubles, nature and man-made structures like towers and tunnel.
And then, ain't scared of no Mars attack, which sounds kind of out there, but maybe it's symbolic.
Could be. Like, grounded in this earth and sky identity, there's a resilience. Doesn't matter what comes, even something as wild as a Mars attack. This core identity isn't shaken. It feels like strength.
Then the tone shifts again, gets really assertive. What type of bars is that? Stay off my jack. Why you lying, homie? You won't play with my emotion. That's direct.
Very direct. It's a defense, right? Pushing back against maybe disrespect or inauthenticity, protecting one's space, one's art, one's feelings. There's a real edge there.
And that brings us back to the core idea, repeated. R.E.D. I mean original nation. Okay, R.E.D. What could that signify?
Well, R.E.D., it could be bloodline, ancestry, it could be the earth itself, red earth, maybe defiance, alert, emergency even.
Paired with original nation, it feels like a really strong assertion of like fundamental identity, who they really are.
Definitely, a reclaiming, perhaps.
Yeah.
This is the core, the unshakable truth, but then
Yeah, then this concept arrives. I live confronted by the alienation. Whoa, that's powerful phrasing.
it is. And it flipped the script, right? It's not about sci-fi aliens. It seems to be about forces that make one feel alien.
Alienated, or like an outsider.
Exactly. The lines that follow talk about material religions, trauma, exploitation, mining their spirits. It suggests this alienation is maybe a system or a mindset that disconnects and commodifies everything.
Turning people and even the earth into resources to be exploited. Nothing is sacred.
Nothing is sacred. That's the heart of it. A force that doesn't recognize inherent value, only utility. And it contrasts so sharply with that initial earth and sky connection.
Which leads right into the really explicit historical part near the end. We are the Halo Nation. We have been called the Indians. We have been called Native American. We have been called hostile.
Yeah, laying it bare. Connecting that feeling of being confronted by an alienation to the actual historical experience of colonization, of being named and defined by outsiders.
Those imposed labels, Indians, Native American, hostile, they become part of that alienating force, maybe.
That seems to be the implication. Language itself as a tool of control, of misrepresentation. It ties the personal feeling of alienation to a collective historical trauma.
And it doesn't stop there. It widens the lens. Coca-Cola, so control the holy waters, Middle East mode, sand, glorious cheat code, Babylon. It's touching on global power structures.
Absolutely. Connecting corporate power, Coca-Cola, geopolitical conflict, Middle East, historical empires, Babylon. Suggesting a kind of global system, a cheat code maybe, that benefits some and exploits others.
But then there's that counter. My superhero got the people power, seen and you say you should heed the hour. a call to action.
Seems like it. A reminder of collective strength,
Sure.
people power, as a response to these controlling forces. There's an urgency. Heed the hour.
So pulling it all back, R.E.D. is doing a lot. It's weaving together identity, history, resilience, and a critique of, well, these external, maybe alienating forces, using really vivid, sometimes challenging language.
It's incredibly layered. Which brings us to something for you, the listener, to think about. The power of art, of language, like in this song, to challenge narratives and reclaim identity.
Yeah. How does hearing this make you think about the labels and histories we all carry? What does original nation mean to you personally? And maybe what alienating forces do you see at play in the world? Lots to chew on there.